Hello everyone, it's Recharger here and welcome to another weekly episode. And today we have no main lines of any sort. We have all premiums. So it should be like 6 cars, but it's gonna be 6 packagings. But in total it's gonna be 7 cars today. Because one of them is a 2-pack. So that's that. Let's start then. First of all, we have a Johnny Lightning. And we have this 1970 Dodge Hemi Charger, which is an older release because since the way this you can see this red uh, old packaging, and this was released somewhere around 2001. That's how old this one. It comes with plastic wheels, but it's metal on metal, so it's pretty heavy still. So that's that. Then from Auto World, we have this. This is like a CTC exclusive. I don't know what CTC stands for. This should be Children's Toy Closet Inc. Okay, that's what CTC means. Okay. So we have this 1983 Chevy Silverado, which is like lowered with those fancy rims and everything. Here's the back. If you're interested, it was released in 2021. So here we go. Next up, we have a Hot Wheels 2-pack. So this is the 70 Plymouth Superbird and the 70 Roadrunner. The Roadrunner was actually recently rebuilt, the casting was remade, so it's not this high up. And but I don't know why I decided. Sorry, this is the other vehicles that you can find together. I don't know why I decided to open this because I have this already in one example, and I have this in as a better example. So I was kind of 50-50 on even opening this one, but since from the buyer that I bought this, it wasn't selling at all. It was just sitting there, so I was like, okay, I'll get it and I'll open it. So I guess that's that. Okay, and then we have an M2. We have this Chevy 2 Super Nova Super Sport. Sorry, with opening doors, which I hope will all close normally because when it comes to doors, I'm a bit scared. But this one has the thin tires, which I very much prefer when the vehicles have the thin tires, because then it's more stockish than custom. But yeah, so this was released in 2024, if somebody's wondering. That will be that. Then we have something that I haven't had on the channel for the longest time, and it's Tarmac Works. I finally got the red version of the Dodge van. I have I have the green one. I have yellow. I have a Moon Eyes one. I have 3 of them, yeah. So I think those are the 3 ones I have. And finally, this one's released a while ago. I think it's like from, if I can find the date. I cannot find the date, so I cannot. This says 2023. Okay, found it. So this was released in 2023. So there you go. But I'm happy to get it better later than never. So that would be that. And lastly, we'll have a Greenlight, which is the vintage ad cars, which is my most favorite line of all of them from Greenlight. This is like the most coolest thing because it's just factory released cars, nothing over the top or stuff like that. So this is the 1969 Datsun 510, has that like flower design on, which is pretty nice. I won this one in an auction, this model. Here's the other vehicles you can find in this set. And yeah, so this was a 2021 release also. I got some 2021 cars in here. So yeah. Okay, so let me decide on the thumbnail which of these are hyping me personally the most up. I think, well, definitely the Charger would be on the biased side. I'm having high hopes on this Datsun to be fine. So this is going to be the thumbnail, and there we go. Let's start. Let's move this all to one side, and let's start with the least premium here, the Hot Wheels. Okay, first of all, let's start with the Firebird. Plymouth. Get the Spirit, so it's like 76. We got Union 76 also here on the sides. Johnsey, don't know what that is. Plymouth on the top, so it's mellow rubber tires. These are like really plasticky rubber tires, I can tell you that. Here's the details for the back. The blue looks very nice. The orange looks, actually the combination overall looks much better out of the package than in the package. So yeah, don't like it that's so high up, but I know that the Plymouth the Dodge Charger Daytona, that one's like very low to the ground, and that looks amazing. Also the spoiler for that one is much more to the back, and the roof line is going much further down. And then this one is just this one's basically this, or not, I don't know, but there you go. At least the roof line gives me that vibe. Yeah, well, not really. Okay, enough. Well, one of the wheels got stuck, but yeah, it is a roller, so there we go. Let's put that there. And then we have this one, the 70 Roadrunner. Like for a Hot Wheels casting for an older release, it looks actually pretty nice. There's some weird printing going on. You can see it's just like there's like these striped or blocked design going on the side. I don't know why. In the orange and in the light, I can see it. Maybe you can also. That is weird. Mellow, of course. We got the chunky wheels on the back and the thin ones on the front. There's your back details. There are some details in there on the lights, so they're not just bare metal. But yeah, overall, not bad. I will still like my muscle cars from Hot Wheels, so I'll be still picky on them though. So yeah, also if you didn't notice, these are like reverse designs. So you got the blue on orange, and this one has the orange on blue, which is a cool idea, in my opinion. So there we go. Those are those two. Next up, let's do the Tarmac Works Dodge van, or how I think it's in Japan, it's called the Dodge van or Dodge ban or something like that. And yeah, so there's the box itself. So you can use it for storage or when you're like moving around or something. It comes in with the plastic already in there that will hold the model when you need to pack it in this. So you don't need this piece, or you don't need this either. So that's that. Let me put the box away. I do keep the boxes. I don't keep these plastics though. So then here is our van. It is a bit shortened. It looks kind of, as my neighbor said, weird. But I think it looks perfectly fine. The one of the lenses on this side is kind of too much out than this one. This one's like smooth. This one's not. I've heard that recently Tarmac Works has been being lazy on their stuff, like in quality control for some reason. I have not yet seen any issues with the newest ones, but I haven't bought any of the new stuff because nothing really speaks to me. The last car I think I bought, which was new, was the black Saab, and that was it basically. But yeah, there you go. Some interior in there. There's actually nothing in the back, so it's just a full-on van at the back. Hot Wheels has made this one, and that one has the see-through roof, so you can see like there's a go-kart in the back there. You got the separate exhaust. It is a plastic base, rubber tires, metal body, lensed headlights, lensed tail lights. Very, very easy breakable mirrors, which I really don't suggest for anybody to touch or do anything with them. And it rolls very well, so there we go. That's that. Leave them two for last because I need to unscrew that one from the base. So, auto oil. So let's read the good facts. The first Goodyear factory opened in Akron, Ohio, in 1898. Okay. The company originally manufactured bicycle and carriage tires, rubber horseshoe pads. Okay, rubber horseshoe pads and poker chips. Okay, that's an interesting fact. I didn't know that. The Goodyear blimp is one of the most recognizable advertising icons in America. Is it though? Maybe in America, yeah. I don't know. I've mostly seen them on tires, so that's that. Let's crack it open. So here's our pickup truck. This one also has some issue here with the tire. Slightly slipped off the rim, but it's not an issue. That cannot be fixed. Also, same thing with the bottom tire, but that was even easier to put back on. There's something I have noticed that when they put these rims on, the tires don't really want to stay on them. Why? I'm not sure. But here's the model now with fixed tires. The alignment and everything for the bed looks perfect. No issues there. There's the details for the front. There's for the back. The back does open and it does close and stay closed. Let's open the hood. See what the details are there. There we go. A bit hard to open, so it's all black, but it is very nicely detailed in any case. Shuts perfectly well and stays flushly closed. And yeah, there's your base also. So it's metal on metal, rubber tires, looking very nice. What does it say on the plate? It's CTC. So yeah, there you go. Rolling wise, not so good because I said there's the tire issue. But yeah, it's mostly because of the rims. At least I think it's because of the rims. Maybe some flashing that you can actually take a blade and just cut it out. And I think if I could see which tire has a flashing, then it would be easier to show that. But like on the inside of the tire, there could be some flashing, and that could be the issue why the car is just jumping around. Yeah, it could be that, but it's okay. Mostly, it's a very good model. So that's that. Next up, let's do the Johnny Lightning Dodge Charger. This one's a bit tricky to open, but there we go. Okay. So here's the card. I love these cards with the cars on them. There's nothing, it's a blank on the other side. So there you go, Mopar Muscle. Next up, the charger itself. Well, those are some gnarly big pins. Wow. Are those supposed to be pins though? I have no idea. It looks kind of it looks funny and weird at the same time. There's some weirdness going on with the roof. It's like, I don't know. So okay, the roof is like it's like matted, so it's like vinyl top, and the rest of the car is gloss metal black. You got the stripe going around the side, on the back, I mean, and on to the sides. It is metal on metal, like I said. It's number 488 out of, I didn't even pay attention to that, how much, but it doesn't matter for me. Back painted tail lights. There's your front, looking very nice. Let's open that hood again, and the choke doesn't stay open. Okay, so got some details right there. Engine block in orange. Yeah, interesting for sure. Looking pretty nice. And I don't see any issues. Let's see how it rolls. You can hear some rubbing somewhere but it rolls super well. The only thing that kind of confuses me and makes it funny is those, it's like supersized pins or whatever they are. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Next, Greenlight, Datsun 510. So here's our little Datsun. Looking very nice. The white walls look almost perfect. There's some kind of issue with the back one. It doesn't want to roll at all. What? Why is that? And it's because they're really wide out. Okay, so they're... Oh, no, I think it's fine now. I don't know, it was kind of stuck. Okay, the back wheel on the other side is not looking too good, as you can see. That's pretty crooked. But on the other side, it looks almost perfect. Although it doesn't, it's weird. It gets stuck if I hold it this way or the other way. I don't know. It gets stuck in some moments. Like now, it's stuck, and now it's back out. I don't know what's going on with that. Not fully sure. The fronts are fine, so yeah. Rims look interesting. They're like look like they're laced or something. I don't know, but they're very nice. We got the top, which is also like a vinyl, so it's supposed to be like a vinyl top. So it's matte. You got the gloss white going around the car. The flower design looks very nice. You got your lens tail lights, separate bumpers, and everything. The front headlights are painted though; those are not. But the grille and everything else is a separate piece. So there's a bit of an interesting one looking from the front. Should have an opening hood, and yes it does. Doesn't open too much, but I don't want to break it, so there's your little engine details in there, and looking very, very nicely. Shuts perfectly well and stays shut. So it is metal on metal rubber tires, of course. Let's see the roll test. Okay, it rolls perfectly well, with tiny bit of a wobble because of that one wheel in the back, but no issues whatsoever. So there's our little Datsun. Like, look, it's, because the Hot Wheels are just big, it just looks like it goes from bigger car to smaller. Just coincidence. I didn't place them on purpose like that. Okay, so let's do the Nova from M2. So as always, it comes with an acrylic case. Well, sometimes it doesn't, but mostly they do come with acrylic cases. You can just easily remove that door. I really don't like those doors. Keep them shut for now. So let's get it off the base and have a closer look. Okay, there we go. So here's the Nova. Okay, the door is a bit funky looking, but it is at least staying shut, so that's very good in my opinion. Back wheels are a bit wobbly. I think that could be easily fixed. Yeah, it's just a bit off the rim. Yeah, it's just when I press one side in, it just pops the other way back up, which is a weird thing, but I think I can. I don't know, I'll fix it off camera. It is a bit funky. It's for both of the wheels. You can see it's very wobbly. I will probably, like I said, fix that off camera, or I might do it now because it is annoying me already. Okay, I fixed one of them. sort of. I don't know. Okay, like I said, I'll do it off camera. Same issue for the front wheels also. I can see the flashing on this one for the front. That's why it's doing that. So the flashing is like this issue here on the inside of the rim. So you can twist it or turn it or just pop it off and like take a knife and just cut it off, and it will stay on. The tire will stay on pretty nicely. So overall, we have only one tire that looks somewhat okay, but I think that one also needs some fixing. So like I said, I'll do that off camera when I'm done. So here's the front. I got your lensed headlights and painted tail lights. Separate pieces for the front and the back. Opening parts is one thing I don't really want to do, but it looks like this one's doors open very easily. Not this one so much, so I'm not going to open that one. Let's see, it's all black, almost all black, so got some kind of white line going on there, so really don't want to mess with that. And it should have an opening hood. Oh, okay, there it goes. For a second there I thought I broke it. But no, here we go. There's engine details, and it shuts and stays shut. So that is good. Good. So besides the wobbly issue, it rolls super well without any issues whatsoever. So there you have it, guys. Like, there's the diecast lineup, and now for the top three. Well, now, definitely have I definitely have 4 candidates, which I'm going to be putting up there. But which ones? Because like these two had some wheel issues. Same with this one. This one only has the one light on the side, a little bit crooked. This one just looks funny. So I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to go for the Charger this time. It's mostly because those pins look weird to me. So the Charger is definitely not going to make it. The Hot Wheels are also not going to be in top 3. Pretty difficult to choose here, guys. So I don't know. Really, without the issue of the if I'm ignoring the issue with the tires, I will fix off camera. It will be pretty easy. I think I'm gonna give first place to the Nova, giving second place to the Tarmac Works van, and I'm giving third place. It's between the Datsun and the truck, but I think I'm gonna go for the Auto World truck. Yeah, I'm going for the truck. So there you have it. That's my top 3, guys. Agree or disagree? You can call out which cars you think are your top 3 if you want to. And that will be it for the video. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.